So his first argument then for why methodological naturalism should be rejected is negative. It advocates advocates have failed to give us a compelling reason to accept it. In order for methodological naturalism to be true, there would need to be a clear line of demarcation telling us what is science and what is not. But since such a line cannot be established, we should reject methodological naturalism. His second argument looks at what methodological naturalists advocate, which he judges to be internally inconsistent.
Right. So what he tells us is, according to methodological naturalists, explanations in the realm of science can refer only to natural objects and natural events, right? And so attributing an event to the personal choices and actions of an intelligent agent is considered to be outside the realm of science, right? No intelligence allowed, right? And so in reality, though, he tells us several areas of science employ explanations of various phenomena that appeal to the actions, motives, beliefs, and intentions of an intelligent agent, rather than appealing just to natural physical processes and laws. And he gives us, again, another list here, considering, the following fields of scientific study. SETI, the search for extraterrestrial intelligence, right? Well, we're searching for intelligence in that particular example. And so it has to exist in order for us to detect it, right? So that kind of goes against the methodological naturalist claim. Archaeology, forensic science, neuroscience, right? Psychology, sociology. So he says that these various fields indeed employ, at least to a certain extent, some explanations that have to do with intelligence.
Right. And the physicists and mathematicians can't just, fold their arms and kick them out the door. They're kind of important within the field as well. Well, scientists in each of these disciplines use personal agency in various internal states of agents, desires, willing, intentions, beliefs as part of their description of causal entities, e.g. personal agents, cited in their explanations of things they try to explain. So things like SETI, Search for Extraterrestrial Intelligence. Even the good old atheist Carl Sagan himself, who wrote the book Contact, he even included in the book, not the movie version, although the movie version, okay, but the book had an alien communication signal finding elements within pi, the number pi, that had a string of code in it. And that was a big breakthrough point that you got in the book. So a little spoiler there. But there you have something natural, or something not natural as an intelligence manipulating things that we would consider natural. And so there you have to go, well, here we're looking for radio waves and we're comparing them to other radio waves that happen within the confines of planets that or stars that have their own various frequencies. And we're just expecting alien life to be similar to us and our brain states or our natural brain states. And so we're able to pick those out. But who's to say that aliens aren't communicating through those types of signals that we view as natural? Well, there then we're kind of failing to produce our idea here of a intelligent entity that also exists in a natural. So how do you make those distinctions here with something like SETI? So he goes on to say that if science can appeal to personal agency to explain certain phenomena, there is in principle nothing non-scientific about appealing to divine agency to explain the origin of the universe, first life, or human persons. At the very least, such an appeal cannot be faulted as non-scientific on the grounds that involves an intelligent causal explanation. So we have all these other ones that could have intelligent agents be part of their system. So why not just one more? You lack the belief. You believe in a million different intelligence. We just throw in one more. So
so next he meets an objection. He says that it may be objected that such appeals are permissible in the human sciences, right? Psychology, so forth, but not in the so-called natural sciences like biology and paleontology and so forth, right?
Remember, no intelligence in biology. Just that's what we don't want.
That's right. But he says this response is clearly begging the question, and it's a logical fallacy that merely assumes what it purports to prove. If someone tries to define and classify examples of natural science, he tells us, by smuggling methodological naturalism into the definition, then of course methodological naturalism will come out on the other side, right? Because you smuggled it in. Right, so that is the very definition of begging the question.
Right, exactly. The real version of it, not the thing that you just throw out there.